Hello, everyone. Welcome to our AMA session, this chain wars. And today we have not two, it's almost three special guests. So the first guest, it's Vladislav Ponomarov, you know him. And there's more guests is Jordi Murset, CEO of Chainwars, and Erik Mooi, lead designer of Chainwars. We will start these AMA sessions, this short introduction of Chainwars project, and then we'll answer all of questions that have been sent from our community members and any questions that you sent us on YouTube. So I think that we can give a few words for all of them. Maybe Jordi, can you start?
Oh yes. So Chainwars is a collectible card game, blockchain-based, NFT-based. We have launched our token on the BSC network, and we have now listed all our NFTs on OpenSea. We can go there. Our game is now launched on a beta version, so it's just Web 2 right now, and we want to launch our token on different blockchains, like Everscale. Once we have that, we will launch our NFTs, and then we will launch our Web3 version of the game. So once that is done, we have a Web3 game which you can play with your NFTs, and you can earn the tokens, loot boxes, NFTs, and all that kind of stuff. So if Erik can show some art and the NFTs.
Sure, you can. Let's set this up. Well, first I'll start with some art. Let's see. Oh, any moment. Got a notification on the screen. Okay.
You share the screen.
Yeah, I'm getting an error that Photoshop isn't attached to the Zoom call. Let's see if it works now.
Yeah, you should be able to share the screen.
Jordi, maybe meanwhile you can speak about the gameplay process. So what is the game about the lore of the game. So, and where are you going with its storytelling?
Oh, Erik is on that part.
Yeah, I have to reopen the Zoom call. So I'll first tell a bit more about the story. Chainwars is a space theme game. The lore is about 3 factions. It contains the Nimble, the Oregon, and the Human. The humans are going into war for new territory and new civilization on a planet they have to discover. So that's also regarding to question 1. The name of the game is Chainwars because, of course, it's linked to blockchains, and the story is about war. So it was a little bit obvious to call it Chainwars. And furthermore, it's also the humans traveling from planet Earth. They are being haunted by the Nimble side of the faction. These are robots, mechas, giant robots fighting for world domination. The humans are not able to withstand their power, so they flee away. And that's where the story is getting interested. They are arriving on a new planet, and the planet is from the Oregon aliens. And these are not happy that the humans are arriving on their planet and to build their new civilization. So the humans ran into a new war with the Oregon, and the Nimble has their mind set on eliminating the entire human race. So they haunt them, they come after them to the new planet and start war all over again there. So that is the place where our game is concentrated in about, and the planet for sort of a new world domination, and that is the war between the Nimble, the Oregon, and the humans. So that's our lore in short. As for, do you already want to go into game mechanics?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, we have within the game we have 3 types of card. I will explain it in a bit of a nutshell, so it's understandable for the newcomers. There are 3 types of cards. We have a hero card, a minion card, and a taunt minion card. So with these 3 cards, you can build a deck. And within the deck, there are 31 cards, and it has to be at least 1 hero. And the hero is the character that essentially you are playing, and then the minions and the taunt minions are your army that you battle against the other player. And that is also where our game is so far unique, and a new feature that it's player to player based. It's not only a game for a player against computer or AI, it's real-time player versus player. But back to the cards. So the hero cards has so the hero card is essentially your character. Every move that you make includes mana cost to cast another card on the playing field, and each card has its own abilities.
Such a nice design, by the way. So it's really cool.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, so back the minion cards are in essential your soldiers, and the taunt minion cards are specialized soldiers in a sense, but they're each and every card is unique, and that is also the strategic part about the game, that you need to build your own deck. You can customize it to your own playing style or the style you are used to play within card games. Each card has its own ability. It can contain first strike, say counterplay, last wish, rage. I will not dive into deep in all these various abilities, because that is something that has also been written out on our white paper if people are interested in knowing more about the cards and the game. And also each card has effects. It has damage, attack points, buff points, heal abilities, absorb abilities, destroy, self-destruct, and silence. Also summon spells or draw, and cloak ability. So there's various options you can choose of, and you can therefore customize your completely deck. And what makes it also unique, and that is where we gap the bridge between the NFTs and the card game, is there are cards, and there's rarity within the cards. So you have rarity in borders. What you see now is a common red border. And then we have a rare border, epic borders, and legendary borders. And within those different types of borders, you can also have different backgrounds. And those backgrounds are basic, gold, diamond, and rainbow, and each of that combination stands for extra powers and extra attack points. So that is our completely game or game mechanics in a nutshell.
You can see the gameplay?
Yes, we see it.
Yeah, so this is the gameplay. Now, if you put a taunt card, then the opponents have to attack the taunt first before they can attack your hero. And the goal is to defeat the hero of the opponent at first. So mine has now 20 lives and the opponent 19. So if I can now throw a taunt, if I have. No. Oh, you can attack me now. It's going very bad. Yeah, this. So there's a taunt guard. So he has now to attack me first. So that's that. Let's not play the whole game here. Now the NFTs I can show. Let me share another screen. So this is our OpenSea. We have here our NFTs. All NFTs here have a different amount of supply. So we have the common basic. That's the most basic card. These have a large supply of 100,000. We create a big supply for these cards to do a lot of promotional stuff, to give away cards. We have a partner with Fidera.io. These will create blockchain gift cards. They will sell them all over the world, around 1,000 suppliers, like shops like GameStop and all the big shops around the world. So we will start selling our NFTs around the world and give them away to generate more players and do a lot of marketing stuff with that. But we also have the rainbows, the legendary rainbows. Let's go over there. Yes, these. Oh, it's a rare. Oh. Can you see them?
Yes, and those are the types of cards that I thought about earlier. So each character has various different borders and unique backgrounds. So you can have one character with a common background, and that same character has a epic background or epic border, legendary border, and rainbow background, etc. So that's why, hence the way you can upgrade all the characters.
Yes, so that's the NFTs. I don't know if there's any questions about these.
Looks fantastic. That's for me.
Thank you. Yeah, so
Yeah,
we have the background, gold, border rare, first strike, healing, what kind of race it is, rarity buffs, and what kind of card it is, taunt, minion, or whatever. So yeah, that's the NFTs.
excellent. So, and I just want to add from my side that guys have done a really tremendous progress on the project, and so we are really happy as Broxus to announce a listing on FlatQube. So coming on 24th of October. Just be prepared. So the guys will also, I think, run some activities, and also they will tell about it a bit more. Yeah, and hopefully, so I really welcome you from the bottom of my heart in our friendly community of Everscale and Broxus products. And I hope that you will find new users definitely here. So, and Everscale is a great blockchain, great project as well, great network of really passionate individuals. So who are really building the excellent project and the network of the, well, the last generation, the latest. So yeah, guys, so I propose to go to questions now. Roman, please, so take the floor.
There's quite many questions from the community that you sent us, our listeners. The first question is why it calls Chain Wars?
Yeah, the reason it's called Chain Wars is because it's a game on the blockchain. It's crypto based, and as I told earlier, it's about the humans fighting for survival within a war with two other factions, the aliens and the Nimbles. That is the robot side, the tech side of the story. And so that's why we came up with the name Chain Wars.
Thank you. The next question is, can you tell us more about your team members and their experience? Seems like in crypto or in general, he's not mentioned that.
Yeah, so we have a developer from game developer from Wise Minds in the Netherlands. He's very experienced in building apps, dApps, and now he is working a lot with Web3. So he's also very experienced in building games. That's our lead game developer. We have blockchain developers based in Kiev, in Ukraine. That's why you can see Ukraine NFTs on our OpenSea. That's already purchasable because we want to help Ukraine. So if you buy our Ukraine NFTs, we'll use that money for Ukraine, obviously. We have Erik Mooi, our lead designer. In the beginning, we worked with like 16 designers.
No, yes, it was 16 freelance illustrators. Yes.
Yeah, freelance.
Complete team.
So every design you see there's put a lot of time in them, like 8 hours, 2 days.
Yeah, something like that, and even a bit more, like the really specialized designs and drawings. Say the banners that we use in game, or completely a sort of a poster design illustrations. Those can easily take up to about a week. And for each design, that's, I think, very important to know, because we have seen several other games that are tending to copy paste original games and even art in it, or I don't know if the term clip art makes any sense, but let's say a bit of the fast way around for art and design. And that's why we teamed up and said to each other, okay, if we wanted to create an original game, then we also really want the art to be produced in-house or with an additional team of illustrators. And that's where we teamed up. So we have control about every art piece that we make. So there is a concept phase, a sketch phase. We even produced a complete style guide for the other illustrators that they need to attend to and read about how is the Oregon looking, how is the Nimble looking, what kind of armor do the humans have. So yeah, it's a huge process, but I think in the end it's well worthwhile to see unique unique art, and yeah, that we produced all by ourselves. So that's also a key advantage for our game.
Yeah. Furthermore, we have Luke Hendricks. He's the CEO. He will take care of all the financial stuff. So the incoming money, the outgoing money, etc. We have Nicky Murset, my twin brother. He's the co-founder. So we started together with all this idea a few years ago. Together we are now like 7 years into the blockchain space. I do a lot of advisory. I have run in some projects, NFT projects, Chainwars mainly. And did I have everyone?
Jan
Hendricks, or content manager.
Our good old Jan.
Jan.
So how many team members in general?
Right now,
yeah, the core team is about 6 members, but we have different team members that we are working very closely with, and that these guys are also several times in-house in our office or remote.
Yeah, so we have our game development is in-house, or designs are in-house, and or blockchain development is outsourced. It's in Kiev. So that's our team.
Yeah, gotcha. That makes sense. So the next question is, what benefits can it bring to the Everscale? That means that you came to us. What the main benefits can Everscale?
For us, mainly the scalability of Everscale. So a blockchain game can do a lot of transactions. So that's the benefit for us, for the community, of course. Awesome game to play, new NFTs, a new opportunity to earn and play a new blockchain game. Yeah, the community can play your game, earn tokens, earn NFTs, loot boxes. So that.
Yeah, I would also like to add that Everscale is designed in such a way that it's perfectly fitting the GameFi and any high-load transaction application like blockchain games are. And also, so all of you know that we have the decentralized tokens as well for NFTs, as for fungible tokens, which make it very easy to build such projects on Everscale. And also, I should mention the great connectivity. So with all other blockchains like Ethereum, like BNB, like Solana, Polygon, and a number of others. So, and guys just who have started on the BNB chain, so in fact can easily benefit from working with Everscale and through Everscale with all other networks as well. So that's the basic idea, actually, of how Everscale can be beneficial for projects, and that's how the project itself themselves can be beneficial for Everscale, because the existing audience and the future audience of the project will, in any way, have touch points with Everscale community as well. So,
yeah.
So for me, the link is really straightforward.
Awesome.
Thanks. Thank you all. That's good that would help you, Janice, to explain such benefits. The next question is, how many community members do you have now, and how many transactions daily you have?
In a Telegram, we have now 9,000 members. And transactions, it's hard to say because our game is now still on Web 2. So we have played monthly like 3,000 to 4,000 games. If you can, if we go on Web 3, I think that's around 20,000, 30,000 transactions per month.
What is your marketing strategy of this Everscale?
With Everscale, we do cross marketing. So we post content, cross AMAs, Twitter posts, Medium posts. So it's the standard stuff. And outside Everscale, we have partnered with Fidera, like I told. So we're selling gift cards, bringing more and more people into the game. And of course, we hope to bring them eventually to Everscale.
Yeah, I would like also to add that. So typically we start with all the project with pretty much standard set of co-marketing activities, as Jordi has said. So we will start with some SMM cross promotion and also with some activities, so tailored for communities of both projects. And also we will highlight the project as pretty much we have done with the race in the Asian market, because it's one of the most favorable markets for GameFi now. And further on, so we will time to time conclude some intermediate results of what went well, what went wrong. So just to make the marketing story working really efficiently. And so this is just the beginning of the collaboration, and we are really looking forward to get it scaled. And so I think that we will meet time to time just to discuss what can be done together with between the communities. Maybe we will have some new featuring on Everscale with the project, and all of you can see that quite a number of projects now are coming back with great updates and with the great news that have been done. And of course, we are happy to highlight them on the behalf of Everscale itself.
There's additional question about the game mechanics. Maybe can you tell us more from the tech side about this, how it's look like?
The tech side of the game or the game mechanics in basic?
Yeah, game mechanics in basic.
Yeah, the basic game mechanics are, as I told earlier, you have 3 types of card for newcomers to explain it a bit in a nutshell. So you have 3 types of cards. You have hero cards, that's your main player. You have minion cards and taunt minion cards. You need to see these cards a bit as the hero card is the main card. That's your player. Then you have the minion cards and the taunt minion cards. Those are your personal army to attack your opponent. Each deck contains of 31 cards in total. and every card has its own ability and its own card effect. Abilities can be, you need to think of first strike, counterplay, last wish, rage, and for the effects you need to think as in damage to the opponent, extra attack, buff abilities, heal abilities, absorb, destroy, self-destruct, and silence. So there are pretty much card effects, and that's what also caters to the players that are really interested in playing strategic. No, it's more like strategy. Yeah, a strategy card game, as in build your own deck. See what works for you. If you're more the attack kind of player, then you will build a deck with more attack cards. If you're more the defensive kind of player, then your deck will be built up in a different way. And that is also the reason why that these cards can be upgraded to a legendary card with a rainbow background or with an epic border and a gold background. So there are many different ways you can build your own deck, and yeah, as the game is supposed to be, you can earn through playing. So you can fight your way up in the leaderboard and yeah, win prizes. Yeah, so that is in essential the game mechanics in a nutshell.
I think that you explained it quite well.
Thank you. It was quite a mouthful.
There another question that do you have a bug bounty program?
Yes, in the beginning, before we launched our beta version, we had a bounty program. So we had a bunch of players playing our game, reporting the bugs, reporting issues, like connection issues or cards that are too powerful, all that kind of stuff. So we have set up our own ticket system for that. Right now, the bug bounty has stopped, but if we launch our Web3 version, the blockchain version, then we will start our bug bounty again.
So if, for example, users will find something strange, so where he should report about that?
You can report, I forgot the name, but we have set up a page to report a ticket. To create a ticket, you can put a screenshot in it, explain what's happened, and then our developers will take care of that and prioritize the issues. So if a problem comes in like 10 times a day, or that, of course, that's gets the priority.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, and also one addition to that is also sometimes within the Telegram group there can be players that say from, hey, I encountered this, and then our developer is responding to them in real life within usually an hour or maybe a bit longer, but usually they get response within a day.
Yeah,
that's good. That's good. Now the question, how many cross-promotion actions with Everscale are you planning to do?
I think we have set up 4 cross marketing, if I'm right.
Yeah,
more or less. So we have discussed this, so we will not disclose the specific details, but so there's quite a number of activities planned. So just keep an eye on our social media and be subscribed to both projects. You know the rules.
Another question, do I need to pass QAC to join the game or not?
No, not at the moment. No, it's not required. The only thing you need to do to start playing is create an account on the Chainwars website and download the game through the Google Play Store or at our website. But there will be a KYC in the future because we have to follow some regulations, and also they change a bit from from time to time. So, but there will be one in the future.
Yeah.
Audit for your project. Yeah. Do you have a security audit for your project?
Yes. We have done our security audit, the token audit by Hacken. You can find it on our website. It's under the audit. You can click on the link. And we have done our KYC audit by Solid Proof.
Where can we find it? On the website, right?
On the website, yes.
Okay.
If you scroll down on the main page, you see audit and KYC.
What's different between your game on blockchain and non-blockchain game?
The biggest difference is when you play a game, let's say on the PlayStation or Xbox or PC, you can earn rewards within the game, let's say skins, tokens, loot boxes, or even special weapons. But once you delete the game, all the assets that you gathered or earned are gone. And that is what specializes Chainwars or even another game on the blockchain is all the assets that you earn within the game, the tokens, your NFT cards, or whatever, and the future plans we have for land. Everything that you will earn is 100% yours. So you can choose either to sell your tokens, sell your NFT. So everything that you earn is 100% yours to own.
I've seen collections on the website. Have they been minted by team, or how it works? Can there might be minted more?
They are not yet minted. They are listed on OpenSea. So if we put them for sale, then we can mint them. So the amount of NFTs that you can see on OpenSea, that's the supply. No more will be given away or minted extra. But in the future, if our NFTs are running out or it's going very well, we have a lot of volume in our NFTs, like new players coming in, but they cannot buy NFTs. If we run into that kind of problems, we can always release new collections, or like create new characters, new cards, new designs, and go from there. So that's the idea.
Do you have a mobile app?
Yes, at the moment it's already released for Android, and from the iOS platform where it's been handed over to Apple. So we're waiting for the green light that is placed within the Apple Store, but we still don't know yet. We have to wait for an answer from them, but it's on its way.
What are your plans for the Asian market? Are you already represented here or not, or just planning?
We in the past we have done a little bit of marketing on the Asian market, but for my understanding, Everscale will do a lot of more marketing in the Asian markets, if I'm right.
Yeah, they're quite big, I can say, big inputs on the Asian market for now. Everscale has,
Yeah, for sure. We will do a lot of marketing in the Asian market, but we need to find the right partners for that to penetrate that market. It will come for sure. Yes.
Do you have an ambassador program? Someone decided to join?
Yeah, not at the moment, but we are planning to set up a new ambassador program once the alpha version is released of Chainwars, and then we will talk with partners and to set up a new ambassador program. So it's in within the future. The plans are already being laid out.
When will you launch the game?
Yeah, so the beta version is launched. You can play it. You can earn. You can play yourself into the leaderboard and earn the token. That's for now. And once we get our NFT sales, which will come Q1 next year, I think it's due to market. If that is done, then we will launch our Web3 version. So then we will launch our alpha version.
Whatever it will be possible to play on iOS.
Yes, within the near future. Yeah, so we're still waiting for approval for the game. The game is submitted, but we still need to wait on Apple's reply.
For iOS.
Yes.
Both or
no, both. Yes.
oh, okay.
There is already a Mac version available at the website for Chainwars for Mac. That's good. Yeah, because there are quite a lot of mobile users as me. Yeah. Yeah, we also noticed it within the community because there are several Mac players, but as we compare Mac versus the iPhone players, then it's almost 90% versus 10%. So it was indicated in white paper that you are planning to make your NFT marketplace. Are there any specific dates for that?
For the marketplace, not yet. The idea about the marketplace is once we launched our land game, we want to create a real estate land plots. What this means is that we put arenas, so the arena where you play the game in, we will put that on land plots, so people can buy parts of the arena and earn revenue out of that. So the more games will play on that plot of land, you will earn revenue. Also for the NFT marketplace, we will create a in-game, in-store marketplace, which also will also be put on land. So, like for instance, you buy a NFT marketplace plot. The more transactions that's been done in the marketplace, people trading NFTs, buying NFTs, minting NFTs, you will earn a fair share of that. So we are now looking whether to start the development of the marketplace or wait a little bit and see how the development of the land game is going. So that's for that. So no date yet.
Mm-hmm. Loot boxes appear in the description of the game, but in the OpenSea already has a full collection of gaming NFTs. Tell us more about the card distribution procedures.
Yes, the loot box. The initial idea was to launch and sell loot boxes, but right at the moment when we wanted to launch the loot box publicly, we run into some regulations issues in our country, and we know those rules will roll out all over Europe and maybe America too. So we put that on hold, because if you buy a loot box, they can see it as a gambling game. So we have ultra rare NFTs, and they don't want us to encourage people to buy a lot of loot box to gather those NFTs. So we put it on hold, but we can still use our loot boxes. And how? We can give them away as rewards. So you play the game, you completed an amount of achievements, or you've won amount of games, or you've completed some weekly quests. Then you can earn the loot boxes and earn the same NFTs that you can see on OpenSea. So a part of those NFTs that you can see on OpenSea will be attached to the loot box.
There's additional question about the OpenSea. Only 3 types of cards are available for the purchase on OpenSea for now. The rest are presented there for review, or will be there an opportunity to buy them there? Will be there a future release, or is it a finite amount of NFTs?
Yes, those 3 NFTs you can see now for sale on OpenSea. Those are the Ukrainian version NFTs. Those are for charity, because we have a lot of developers of our based in Ukraine and Kiev. We have still developers working inside Ukraine. They cannot leave the country, of course, unfortunately. A lot of them are out of the country, but yeah, the idea was to give them some support, to show them some support. So we designed the Ukraine version NFTs. Of course, they were very happy to see that kind of support, and now we are selling them, and the amount we gather by selling them goes to Ukraine for aid or whatever.
There's a question about your coin that you have, CVE, right? CVE.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah. How will the CVE be bought off? Will there be a burning of these coins or future use?
Yeah. What we have created is a infinite loop protocol. So we are creating a contract that allow us to generate the revenue from the NFT marketplace. So those revenue will probably be in Ethereum or USDT, and we use a small amount of that to buy back CVE from the market. We buy back the CVE from the market, and those CVE we put back into the price pools. So we have a loop going non-stop. So buybacks back into the price pool. The more traders on the NFT marketplace, the more we buy back, the bigger the price will be in the price pools.
So we almost answered all questions. That we answered all questions that have been sent from our community. So we move on to the YouTube questions. The first question from YouTube: will I be able to chainsaw an enemy in half?
Chainsaw an enemy in half. No, not at the moment, because we don't have a card with a chainsaw or the ability to saw somebody in half. But it's a cool idea. But yeah, well, yeah, who knows? Maybe in the future, within the land game that we are currently developing and concepting for, there is an idea of fighting enemies that can be dropped on your land plot suddenly for extra points. So yeah, so who knows? Maybe there will be a ability to chainsaw somebody in half.
Do you have DAO already in place, guys?
Sorry?
Do you have DAO already in place? So maybe put it on a vote.
Yeah.
You'll definitely get at least one user who will vote for it already.
Actually, AMA session is a wonderful tool for any developer to get fresh feedback on their project, fresh view from the users.
Yeah.
Who are most interested in your product. Are you partnering with any Twitch streamer or other famous gamers?
Not at this moment, but we are now working very hard to get all the launch pads in, all the partnerships in, and once the marketing is rolling and we gather some funds, we will for sure announce some YouTubers and Twitch streamers. That's in the pipelines.
Sorry, I was mute. Can we expect the official launch of the game card before the end of this year?
It depends on when we can start the NFT sales. Because as the market is now, launchpads are quite careful in the amount of projects they are launching, because they cannot ask too many sales to their community, because due to the market circumstances. But we hope to launch it very soon. Personally, I hope and think we will launch it in the Q1 next year. But until then, we have our Web 2 version, which you can just play for free and earn tokens from the leaderboard.
There's another question. I had an epic shield on the border lands once. You dropped it. After an update, I lost it. What she need to do?
I'm guessing he or she is talking about the shield border from the outside from the card. Yeah, we updated the UI design quite a time ago. So that's the reason the shield border was eliminated. But we're also working on new user interfaces, new menu layouts for the game. So there will be a new update again. But I don't think the shield border will come back. The only shield that will be visible is your attack points and your guarding points. And so sorry that the shield border has dropped. But there are more new features coming to the players, and also some new designs for the completely overhaul to give the game a more modern look. So you will be compensated.
Will be there tournaments, but I see that another user answered that there are already tournaments.
Yeah, by the way, I want to say that we also have one of the project developing in Everscale ecosystem, Evergaming, so who has an esports platform. So guys, I think definitely you should have a look into the platform. So maybe you will find some synergies with them. Yeah, because they are now running on a number of great titles like Dota, like Counter-Strike and all that kind of stuff, but also if I'm not wrong, they don't have the card games yet, so probably it will be a great opportunity for you to have a tournament on the platform first.
Oh, for sure.
Cool.
So the few last questions. Will there be a possibility to sue somebody in the court?
It's a weird question as for me. Probably it's a question about will there be some system of arbitrage between players, so if they can appeal to some moderators or something, if they feel that there was some cheating.
Some cheating. Well, to play the game very well, you have to be very smart, because there are a lot of kind of cards. So players, we can already see which players plays a lot. Those players build a very strong deck, and they just throw the new players out. So in the future, when we have more and more players coming, we will launch a ranking system.
Yeah, that was actually my next question. So how do you cluster your players for newcomers not to be discouraged by immediately getting kicked out
immediately elimination?
Yes.
Yeah, because we for NFTs we have the basic common NFTs, and we have the ultra rares NFTs. Those are of course very strong, and you don't want new players to get just burnt out of the game by players that put a lot of money in and buy about the most expensive NFTs and just win everything. We don't want that. We want new players coming in. Like I said, the basic common cards, we have a lot of them. So we will probably give a lot of cards away to bring new players in very cheaply and fast. So yes, we will come with I think a XP ranking system. That the more you play, the more XP you get, the more games you win, the higher you get in ranking. So that's I think the most fair way to play this game.
Yeah, and it needs to be fun and entertaining for everybody, and it also well, what I think it's even for a new player, if we have the XP system later on, then it should be not a step too far to enter the arena and to compete against the leaderboard bets, but also yeah, it really needs to be fun, and it doesn't need to chase away new players. So like from, oh no, if there are, let's say, like Jordi said, big timers with the biggest NFTs or the biggest decks or the best decks, there will be a system in the near future that also new players have a fair shot at winning and competing against the leaderboard.
Yeah. So guys, that's all questions from the community. And
there are a couple more, in fact. So from Ivan.
Yeah.
On YouTube, yeah.
Can I pay this bank card?
Pay for what? Pay for NFTs?
For NFTs, I think.
Not yet, but I know there are ways to partner up with MasterCard or Visa cards. Yeah, so maybe in the near future we can attach a bank card to our NFT marketplace, but we will see in the future. But we don't know yet. But it's possible, I know.
Mm-hmm.
Another question: how will you overcome the Apple's policy on NFTs. I mean, Apple allows to sell NFTs for 30% kickback.
I cannot answer that correctly. I know our developer already looked into that, but I cannot get the right answer right now.
So if you want to support developer, the hint for you, don't buy through Apple. That's easy. There are plenty of ways to support developer on other platforms who do not charge such tremendous fee.
Yeah.
Let's wait more decentralized services. That's all questions. Maybe guys would like to add something for our community and our listeners on YouTube.
Well, first off, thank you for having us here. It was quite an honor. And yeah, please feel free to join our community and yeah, interact with us, build with us, share your thoughts. Yeah, do whatever you can to spread the word. So are we. And yeah, although the market is not that good at the moment, but we'll still keep on building, developing, and making sure that this has one hell of a game to play. So yeah, feel free to interact and join us.
Yeah.
Yeah. All the links are in the description below. I always wanted to do this.
Yeah, hit the like button, hit the bell.
Like, share, and repost, guys. Really.
Yeah. Thank you all. Thank you, Erik, Jordi, and Vladislav, that you came here and explained our community about new project. Hope it will bring more benefits for both sides, and our community will be happy to play new game. Thank you all, guys. See you. Join, like, subscribe.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah,
pleasure
thank you.
answering questions. Thank you.